welcome to Talking Tennessee,
where we navigate life's twists, real estate turns, and share Southern stories.
We are your hosts. I am Rachel Odom.
And I am Brittany Hobson, and welcome back to season 2.
Hopefully you've missed us.
I know. I honestly, summer's busy, busy, and we know that we kind of like ended abruptly and wasn't like, hey, we're taking a little break so that you all can take a break.
Yeah.
But we know summer is so busy, and but I have honestly missed it.
I know. I'm glad to be back.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. I'm super glad. I most certainly have missed it, and I'm excited about some of the changes we are making for season 2.
Yes.
Hope that you all are excited.
Yes.
We can't wait to share some of those with you throughout the rest of this episode today. But we're going to still keep some of our favorites.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
just change it up a little.
Maybe. A lot has happened to you this summer.
Yeah.
In your life.
Yeah.
Do you want to share a quick recap?
Yeah, sure. So, sold the house.
Yep.
Got it sold. We haven't bought a house.
She's homeless.
Sort of, yes. Sort of. We're in a rental, and it's fine. Like my in-laws own it, so it's not like we have a real landlord. I mean, we kind of do, but it is very. We didn't unpack because any day we're gonna find the house, and we're gonna be like, okay, we're buying this, we're moving. Yeah. I refuse to unpack all of my stuff
just to turn
around and pack it again. Mm-hmm. So we've sold our house. We are in the process of looking for a house.
So if you have a house for sale that's not on the market,
yes,
contact us.
We're hoping like
East Tennessee, preferably, if you're a listener outside of the area. Don't take my.
I don't think my husband will ever move out of East Tennessee. Yeah, Morristown, ideally. Mm-hmm. No, I would move, like, if I had the choice and it was just me, I would probably move to, Knoxville area, Clinton, somewhere. I love Knoxville. Going to eat, but he refuses. So, I'll probably be here.
Works for me.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
We're getting some exciting things, so it's growing.
Yeah. It's growing ever so fast.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just been a whirlwind of a summer, just keeping up with
kids. It goes
kids.
too fast.
It does. Kids are back in school. Mm-hmm. I feel like right now I catch myself going and coming between work and kids and life. It's just and my favorite sporting events, because I now have 2 kids playing football.
Yes.
So super
it's hilarious. I've heard you talking to Sawyer.
Mm-hmm.
First day, whatever day it was, he could not get over the fact that his jersey was too big. It was cracking me up. You were like, there's going to be pads under it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were going to his older brother's high school game, and he got to wear his jersey to the game. So if you were a listener and you played football, jerseys are not made to really be worn without the pads.
Yeah, they're not fitted.
So, like, he was like, it's got this weird, like, poofy shoulder, and I'm like, because you don't have your pads on. It's been real fun.
It cracked me up because he just kept going.
He was very adamant about it.
I don't think you're getting it.
Like, I was on the phone with Rachel, and I was like, I've told him 3 times now, like, it's not going to change. Yeah, it's fun. But so are you I know you love summer. I love summer too. But are you like, I'm so ready for fall, autumn? Or are you like holding on for dear life for these last few days?
I feel like because I was so busy this summer, I did not get to spend time, out by the pool like I thought I would. Not that we have a pool, but we have access to somebody's pool. And I usually will go to the pool on, after work, whatever. I hardly went at all. And so I think I'm holding on to the very last bit of this nice warm weather we're having.
I think last week or so we had this very pre-false fall.
Yeah.
That did get me in that whole like, maybe I am ready for fall, but then like this week is just miserably hot. And I'm like, no, now I need to go back. Like, I want to go to the pool. I want to go on
the lake
or kayak or something. Yeah.
Yep. Honestly, though, the only season that I don't really enjoy is like that after the holiday, before spring, where there's nothing and it's rainy and it's cold and it's dreary. But like, I do like fall. And if we had a good weather fall that lasted like 2 months, 3 months, I'd be fine with that. But to be honest, in our area, it's hot through September.
Yep.
It's hot through most of October. And then you might have some cooler weather come end of October into November. It's almost like Christmas time by then.
And then it's cold.
So it feels like when, we do experience all the seasons here, but I think that fall is so short because of how hot it stays. But I'm going to try and enjoy all of the fall things.
Yeah.
So
I know you're not decorating now, but when would you decorate for fall?
If we buy a house or whatever, we're in it, probably like early October.
Okay, so you wait until October.
Oh yeah, I ain't pulling out a leaf till September's done and gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This pumpkin spice stuff, it's been out for a week already. I'm like, no, this is too early. It's too early for me. Yep.
Yeah. I pulled mine out Labor Day. Now I won't do everything, but I do pull out most of it.
I think that for most people after Labor Day, in their minds, they're like, okay, it's fall, but it's still hot outside.
It is still hot. And I think for me too, I think once football kicks off,
yeah,
that's when I go like, it's fall.
Well,
it's football.
Let me tell you, it's gonna be 90 degrees this Saturday at that game. It ain't gonna be feeling like fall.
No.
Football season does make me feel like fall's coming. It's almost here, but I mean, it's gonna be hot most of the those games that start at 12:45 or whatever time it starts. It's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be hot. I think I'm gonna look like an old. Well, I don't care what I look like, but I've got me a little fan.
I need to take. Oh, I need one of those.
neck fan.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm taking it.
I need some sunscreen.
It's gonna be hot.
Yeah.
So that kind of leads us into our new topic. I think we've always kind of touched on it because I'm so sports driven. But we're gonna make a new topic each week. It's gonna be our sports themed topic. We'll spend a few minutes just recapping sports, giving you our female versions thoughts on the past weekend's games. And we are I'm excited that this will be my second year, but Rachel is joining our women's only fantasy football league.
I've never done a fantasy anything.
I would love to tell you that I'm amazing and that I was so awesome last year.
And you win all the time.
And I won all the time. I overthought the entire season, and I came in second to last place.
That's how it goes, though.
And it was horrible.
Yeah.
But here I am doing it again. Actually,
Have you learned from your...
I'm in 2 fantasy leagues this year.
Okay.
I did one with my family and then one with the women's league. And I don't know. We'll see. The draft's Sunday. Yeah. So next week we'll be able to talk about the draft, who we've got. I have some thoughts on who I want to get. With my last draft, I think I got Hall. I was pretty excited about getting Hall. And for those of you that could care less about football, Rachel's picking her people based upon how they look.
And I think that's a great strategy.
She's going by straight attractiveness.
People who are attractive.
So who's your goal? Like, do you have any?
I have no idea in my head who. I don't even know.
Okay.
I need to look up, I guess, attractive football players.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I was hoping that I could find them then. Like, are there not going to be pictures?
Yeah.
Okay.
There'll be pictures.
So I'm just going to go probably based off of whatever that picture is, and
it may work for her.
I think it might.
Yeah.
Do you know of any that are attractive?
Yeah, I'd have to think about it.
Yeah,
I like Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence looks good. He's got really long hair. I'm trying to think.
Like that.
I feel like Tua looks pretty good.
I honestly
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts probably.
I do know who he is.
I do think he looks.
Yeah.
He looks good. I'd have to sit down and like look at them by name and picture to really be like, oh, this one looks better. I do not think Joe Burrow looks good. I think Patrick Mahomes not my fave. Travis Kelce. Actually, if I pick between the two Kelce
I'm going
brothers,
with Jason.
I'm going with Jason all day.
Yeah.
100%.
Honestly, I liked Travis pretty good before Taylor Swift. Nah, I'm not a fan. But I think Jason's pretty cute.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to have a good strategy.
It's going to be fun.
Work. I think this is going to work.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And then we'll also always recap college sports.
Of course. Probably first thing.
Always. And
she'll be itching to tell us.
Always. I am itching. My son plays high school football, and his team had a really tough opponent their first week, but they're a very young team. His team is, and I was so bummed he was out week 1 due to a concussion.
Yeah.
Already. And he got it from a scrimmage, his first one. It was very, very minor, or very, very mild.
Yeah.
So we are itching. We are in the return to play protocol. So I think he was in shells today. So he should be clear to play for Friday.
Yeah.
So now I'm very antsy as like, how much playing time is he going to get? Because, as a mom, like, we want to see him play. We want to see, but, and he's also worked so hard to get to where he's at. And I hate to see it kind of get taken away because he had a setback. But on the flip side of that, he's also had to be out of practice for a week and a half. Yeah. And so, but we're excited. I mean, he's still very young. We've got a lot of opportunity.
Is he a sophomore?
He is a sophomore, and it's been real fun watching him try to practice at home, a little bit. And then
that's interesting.
And then Sawyer is also playing his first year. He is definitely a rookie, definitely learning the game. Like, he doesn't know the game. Like, he's still learning offense, defense, and he's got a lot of growth to do. But he was practicing last night with my daughter. That was
what was she doing?
Standing there. I don't know. He was. It was funny.
That is funny.
It was funny, but super excited about the Tennessee season starting back.
Yes, I am excited. We have kind of a ritual on what we do. We typically will park at the Market Square.
Yeah.
Parking garage, because it is kind of a walk, but it's not bad. And so we'll park there. We'll get whether it's at this game. I'm assuming we're gonna have to get there probably pretty early because kickoff is early. So we'll probably go park, get something to eat, and then walk over to Neyland.
Yeah.
But that's usually what we do. We kind of go up there. We'll figure out where we want to eat, and I enjoy it. It is a long day sometimes. That's my only thing is, I think we had one night game last year we went to. It was at like 7 maybe. And I was so tired.
Oh, I love the night games.
We left early because I was like, we're winning. I'm tired. I'm cold now because this was a later game. So I was like, let's leave.
So what is your prediction for the Tennessee season? Like, what do you think their record's going to be?
Honestly, I don't really know enough about the players that we have right now to give a strong opinion.
Okay.
I think in seasons past, we have actually started to create it. We've always had a name for ourselves, but we struggled for a while. So I think we've got a good chance at doing pretty good this year.
Okay. So I'll give you my prediction. So my, prediction in the way Tennessee football is going to land for 2024 season. My hope is that we have this miraculous year and we pull off a couple upsets.
Yeah.
I think we get the win Saturday against Chattanooga at home. I think next weekend on the neutral site for NC State, I think that will be, for me, watching that game will kind of help me say, is my other predictions going to be right? Like, are we going to majorly struggle in this game, or are we going to go out and show what we can do? I think it will be a back and forth battle a little bit, but I think that we can pull that one off. I think NC State's also going to come at us like giving us their all because they're an ACC team. I believe.
Yeah.
I think we get the win against Kent State. So we go into Oklahoma at Oklahoma, their first year in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
I'm struggling with this one.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to go with, we're going to pull off the win there, but I could easily flip a coin on this one. I really could. I could flip a coin, and I could totally change my answer after I see us play the first couple of games.
Mm-hmm.
I think we do get a road win at Arkansas. I think October 12th, on a side note, we play Florida.
Yeah.
At Neyland. It's checkered Neyland. Super awesome environment. I think we do pull off the win as long as we don't do stupid, because we always do stupid with Florida.
I know.
But on a side note, October 12th is like the holy grail for college football. There is so many amazing games. And like, I hate to say this, like, I'm going to the game, of course.
Yeah.
But a part of me is like, I just want to be at home and watch so many other
games.
All of the games.
Just have like 5 TVs playing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think Alabama.
I don't know that we have it in us.
I don't know. I think we have the potential to beat Alabama at home this year. I will say if we lose to Oklahoma, which could happen, we've got to beat Florida and Alabama. So I'm gonna go ahead and give us an L for Alabama. A win against Kentucky. Yeah. Win against Mississippi State. Giving us the L to Georgia. I mean, Georgia's just.
I know.
It is what it is. And then we finish off the season with 2 wins against UTEP and Vandy at Vandy. Yeah. So I could easily see us winning all but 1. I could also see us losing 3. I think if we lose more than 3, I will be disappointed.
It is so unfortunate because they will do stuff so irritating that I'm like, we're going to win this. Yeah. And then you're right. They'll start playing sloppy, thinking, I don't know what they're thinking, but I think they've just got themselves either too nervous, too excited. They do something stupid, and I'm like, what are you doing?
They get in their heads.
I think that's what they have to be. Yeah.
I mean, ask me. I'm a professional football player. I like to pretend, maybe, in another life. Another fun little trivia for you this go around. I saw if you were and I already know what your answer is. You've got 2 options. Okay, Option 1 is.
What's the question first?
You have the choice. Okay. Would you take $1 million now? Okay. Or you can have $10 million, but all you have to do is successfully run a total of 10 yards against an NFL team in 10 plays. You have 10 plays to get 10 yards total, and you get $10 million. Okay. What option are you going with?
I'm going with give me $1 million. Okay. I can't run. I've tried.
I mean, you could walk the 1 yard. Well, I mean, like, do you think you could get it? I'm probably
not fast.
I'm taking the $1 million.
I can't run. I have slow speed. I have tried. If I could bike, yeah, maybe. I'm pretty good on a bike. I'm pretty quick.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Probably not. So if I'm having to run it or walk it, too slow.
I'm taking the $1 million.
I've tried to become a runner. I think it'd be so fun to be able to, do your thing. But I can't. Yeah. I can walk okay. Like, I know how to walk. But, like, no, I couldn't.
I've ran every scenario. I'm like, even if you give me the worst defense in the league with the best offensive line in the league, I'm still taking the $1 million. I'm not going to make it. Like, I'm realistic. Are you all?
Those fields are big, okay?
Yeah. I mean, and these guys are, it's just 10 yards. Doesn't matter how big the field is. We're just going 10 yards. But 10 yards with, some of these guys staring down at me. No. I ain't making it. I'm just going to lay on the ground and just say,
just trembling.
Just, I'm done. I throw in the towel. I'll lose.
I can't do it.
And I will say, there's someone out there that's like, I could get 10 yards. They're sitting.
I mean, maybe there's somebody who can. Maybe. It ain't me, though.
But I'm just saying, for the average Joe,
Not happening.
Sitting in the cubicle next to you. You're not doing it, buddy. Like, you can tell me all day you were the best. You ain't doing it.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't run 10 yards no matter what's happening.
Right, and you don't get to train for it. Like,
no,
let me
like
add that.
Today you're going.
Like, they call you today, and you're going tomorrow, and you're playing prime time on the spot.
No, I can't do it. So I don't have the legs for it. I guess we'll go with that.
Yeah, and you gotta. Yeah, no, it ain't happening. Not happening. Yeah. Mm-mm. No, not gonna happen.
Now, if it was high school.
Yeah, high school
I'll
could do it.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
But no, anything above high school, I'm out.
Yeah. I get it. I can maybe do certain colleges. Certain.
Which ones?
I don't know. Harvard.
Treat.
Yeah, throw a math book over at them. Look, there's some accounting numbers. Go get excited.
That could work.
Could work.
Yeah.
I'll say that, and I have a background in accounting, so whatever.
Even better.
The joke's on who? Maybe myself.
You don't have $10 million? Anyways, so.
No. I would try it, though.
Yeah.
Probably have to spend half that money on medical bills.
Probably. You'd end up with just $1 million.
Yeah. True story. So leading us over to our next new topic, and we kind of touched on this a little bit, but we're gonna be a little more, I guess, strategic. Our advice corner. We won't call it, maybe 1 week it's travel tips, maybe 1 week it's some DIY, maybe it's some, real estate tips as far as what to do.
Yeah.
Or it could just be, like Rachel said, some life advice.
Maybe we have some wisdom we can share.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe. So I'm gonna let you take the advice travel tip or whatever is on your fancy today. If I sound real country, saying your fancy on your fancy, that's not me.
It's funny. Well, you probably should have asked me a few weeks from now after.
I know you are going to have it.
I'm going to have
maybe you've got some packing tips or moving tips.
I actually did. Moving tips are hire a mover. Moving sucks. Yeah. I hate it. I don't like packing. I don't like moving. So we didn't hire our movers when we sold our house, but we do plan to hire movers when we buy. Mm-hmm. So anyways. But we are going on some trips. I'm going on some trips this year, and I have done flights, but most of them have been like 5 hours or less. Yeah. Like I've flown from here to Colorado, and I have gone to California. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, those flights, you have a couple layovers, or one layover at least. But, there's a few different things that I'm planning on doing for our flights. One of them being is a seat cushion. Yeah. Which is very helpful whether you're driving or flying. My car is pretty comfortable, but after, if you're driving to Florida, you got 10 hours. Seat cushion's not a bad idea. Breath mints. You are breathing in an airplane or a car. Yeah. Not as much as in a car, but circulated air. It's gonna get
stuffy.
Yes, stuffy's a good way to put it. So we're doing that, but I really my plan, and this is what I hope I can do, is to make a list and be prepared. Mm-hmm. Feel very prepared, maybe even over prepared, because that is not something I've done in the past. And so I've ordered stuff on Amazon for travel, like your shampoo. You can take your shampoo, put it into a smaller little container that you've got your shampoo. But we waited kind of late to book our flights for one of our trips. And that actually, as surprising as it is, it saved us some money. I think the sweet spot for a trip is somewhere around 30 to 60 days before, which I know that's cutting it close. So, I understand if you can't do that, but it saved us several $100s, rather than booking them out in advance. So, it depends on what kind of travel that you're doing, but I recommend, I'm going to try getting a seat cushion, headphones that you like, some breath mints, maybe like some refreshing wipes, those kinds of
I will
things.
also throw in, I do not travel on a plane or even in a car without a small portable fan. And there's been a couple of times I've been on an airplane where the AC was like while we were on the
tarmac.
ground. Yeah. The AC doesn't come on and it's just really hot. And I just had to have a fan. And there was one time a lady, let me just throw this out here, public service, like, if you like perfume, that is great. I'm so happy for you. I'm glad that you have found something that makes you feel confident and smell amazing. Like, kudos to you. I love that for you. And I want you to wear it when you were in open spaces.
Yeah.
Do not wear that on a plane.
No.
And if you do wear that on a plane, try not to sit near me. But on a flip note, do not spray it on the plane or put your very highly perfumed lotion on a plane.
No.
That is horrible. I have extremely sensitive nose.
Yeah.
And to scents. And so, like, it was so bad. And this was years ago, and I can remember it vividly.
Oh, I bet you can.
And if it was not for the fact that I had my fan, I think I would have been sick.
I hate when you go to a restaurant and your waitress has on strong perfume because I don't know why, but something about it, I'm like, I don't want to smell your perfume while I'm eating.
No.
So that's another PS. If you're a waitress, like, I do want you to smell good.
Yeah.
I don't want you to smell like perfume because it kind of takes away from the experience of eating your food.
It does.
I've had some.
It also.
I typically don't like other people's perfume either. Like, I have been around somebody and I'm like, oh, you smell good. But sometimes it's not something I want to smell for an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, however long you were on that flight. That sounds terrible.
Terrible. She will not listen to our podcast. This also applies to your daughter, who is, or my daughter, who got in my bedroom and got in my perfume that I actually do like. But I will also say, like, I spray such a little amount of it. I've had the same bottle for probably 10 years.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Like, I do not use it often. And when I do, it's like a little squirt or something. She came in. Oh, it was so, I was like.
Drowning.
And I was like, so I looked at my husband. I was like, you have to give her a shower. I'm like, I'm done. Like, I'm totally done.
That's so funny.
So, yeah, it was fun. And then we're going to have a sound button next time, but we are going to still continue our real estate corner, but we are changing it a little bit.
Yeah.
We know we love what we do. We love being your realtor. We love giving you real estate advice, but we also know, let's be real, real estate can be kind of boring.
Yeah, at times.
If you talk about it every day.
Yeah.
Or if you have to listen to it every day.
Yeah.
And if you're not looking to buy or sell or looking to buy investment properties, it may not pertain to you all the time. So we want this show to be well liked for everyone. And we want to give you as much real estate advice as we possibly can in the time. But we also don't want you to fall asleep listening to
real estate, how to sell 101.
Yeah. But we will give you some real estate advice every week if there's something going on that we feel like would be great. Share any kind of new real estate news. I almost said new news, and that's a Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce. Like, that may even be trademarked. So, like, don't want to repeat news. That. So we will share that. And what I am really excited about in this is we're going to share some real estate stories, and I have one to share in a little bit. And it's just going to be real estate, maybe funny stories, maybe horror stories.
Maybe not necessarily our stories.
Not our stories. It could be stories we have found online, stories that maybe you have shared with us. And it could be talking about something, just a wide range of things. Maybe experience in buying, an experience in selling, an experience with a realtor, a realtor's experience with a client.
Yeah.
But I do think there's a little bit of real estate news we do want to share. If you've been around anything in real estate, you know, this last month, there's been some new rule changes.
And if you aren't in the real estate world, you probably haven't heard about it.
But maybe you have.
But some people actually have.
Yeah.
It's been on the news, and I feel like the news does like to blow it way out of proportion.
Way out of proportion.
It is not a. I mean, it is a change. It's a kind of an adjustment, but it's not near as big of a deal as the news is making it out to be for certain people.
In our not necessarily our opinion, but in our what is the word I am looking for?
Experience?
No.
Okay.
Paraphrase version. Okay. It's not the word I'm looking for, but we're going to go with that.
Yeah.
What it comes down to, some lawyers got together, put together, a suit that is still being worked on.
Yeah.
NAR, the National Association of Realtors, to try to kind of, I guess, maybe be upfront or whatever. They
proactive, I think. Yeah.
Created some rules that we are now going by in addition to what we've always followed.
Yeah.
And it's just so that
there's a little more transparency
transparency. But in the state of Tennessee, since I've done real estate, when you go to sell a house, it has always been marked that the commission is split between the selling agent and whoever brings the buyer.
Yes. So when a listing agent is negotiating with a seller, that's part of their negotiating. I will sell your property for X percentage.
Right.
And in doing that, I may not bring the buyer. Another agent may bring the buyer. They're going to want to get paid. So you're going to have a certain percentage, and it's going to be split up in this way.
Yes. And, and before it would be listed in the MLS, I would log in. I would say, hey, Rachel's got this house listed on 123 Main Street. I see buyer's agent commission is 3%. Well, now we are not going to be able to see that commission on the MLS. I'm going to have to call Rachel and be like, hey, what's the commission?
Yeah. Am I getting paid?
Am I getting paid? And I do think, and I'm just, my opinion for you, if you are selling, you want to pay the buyer's agent to bring you a buyer. I am great at what I do, and Rachel's great at what she does. We have a great group of clients that we have that are looking to buy a house, but by offering to pay to everyone, you are going to get so many more buyers available to you.
Well, exactly, because if a seller refuses to pay a buyer's agent, then the buyer will have to pay. And that's gonna affect first-time home buyers. It's gonna affect veterans. There's a lot of people that will be affected by that. So, I think for the majority,
nothing's going to
sellers
change.
are going to be willing to pay that because they do want their property sold. They want it shown to as many people as they can get. So, but that's something that we are discussing with clients on. Here's how this is going to work. What it's going to look like. We're going to make sure that we do our best to represent you and do that well. And so,
and one thing that will change is like you call us and you say, hey, we want to go look at 234 Bat Street. we have to make sure we are fully represented before we show you a house.
Yeah.
So that you are represented, we are your agents, that's. And I will say on the flip side that I am a little excited over that because one thing, I guess my personal pet peeve as a realtor has been when I've had people call me that says, hey, my agent's not, I don't want to bother my agent, but can you go show me this house? You have an agent.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We have lives outside of real estate. There may be a day I'm out of town, but most of the time as realtors, we have colleagues that can show you in our place or get something set up to where you
can figure out how to make sure that if this is a property that you want to see, it's maybe your dream house.
We're going to figure out a way to get you in it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, in addition to that, I have had clients who I have worked with, have shown them multiple homes, and we've looked at properties. They haven't found anything they like. They ghost you. And 3 weeks later, they've posted on Facebook, oh my gosh, we just bought our dream house. What about the time and effort that I spent showing you these other properties. So,
and there wasn't anything that just happened that made them.
No, it was just,
yeah.
And sometimes there are things that happen, but in most scenarios,
and let's work through that, or we say, hey,
this may not work.
You don't like me, and we'll figure that out.
Mm-hmm. But I think it'll cut down some on I'm serious. I want to work with you. I want to find a house.
Yep.
Let's make it happen.
Absolutely. So enough of the weird stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fun. But I do have an interesting story I found. This is not one of my stories.
Okay.
So this is not me. Okay. I don't know, how would you all react to this? So, at my dad's funeral, a real estate agent approached me, offering her condolences. Before saying she knew my dad was offering her condolence before saying she knew my dad was considering selling his lot at a specific location. She handed me her business card at the funeral.
Okay.
In shock, I mumbled thanks and took her card. My dad had only been dead for a week, and I knew his plans for the property. He was working with an architect to build his retirement home there to be closer to me and his grandchildren. The agent's attempt to suggest otherwise at the funeral was outrageous.
Oh,
so this agent was like, hey, he's been talking to me about selling my property.
I don't understand how they know.
Yeah. And so her dad passed away in the summer, and now she's at the funeral, and this realtor is trying to figure out a way
to get
the listing. And, she's going on and on. She goes on to talk about this is extremely unethical in her opinion, that this realtor also started having investors to come by and look at the property before it was ever even listed.
Something like that makes you wonder, maybe she did, I don't know. Did this agent even know that person?
She never so from the story, she didn't state how she knew him.
Yeah.
She just, was like, hey, I'm a realtor, and your dad's been talking to me about selling it, knowing the daughter, knowing otherwise. And on the flip side, for me as a realtor, I want to earn your business in at any time, whether we're, but there's a few lines you just don't cross, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If you're somewhere and you're doing business, or you're at a life event like a wedding or a funeral. I'm not gonna
a baby dedication.
Yeah, I'm not gonna come like, I'm so sorry for your loss. Can I sell your home?
your dead dad's house.
Like, that's horrible.
No, I can't imagine. And I think she lied. I honestly feel like that person was lying completely. He wasn't selling that.
There are people in every profession.
Yes.
And this is story not coming. I don't know. This could have been in Pennsylvania. It could have been in California.
Country,
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what state it transpired in. But I do know there are realtors. I have heard of this. And that's kind of where they will go and they talk about trying to get a listing at.
Yes.
They will just constantly go to funerals, and
I can't imagine,
to make their presence known.
I can't imagine. Or another one that I've heard of is I don't know if this is not somebody I know in our area. I don't know if this exists in our area. I'm not saying it does or it doesn't, but there are some agents who have a niche for divorce listings.
Yeah.
So they look into recent divorces to get those listings.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I can do that.
No. I don't want to be known as the realtor who always lists the homes of divorcees.
No.
And
now, obviously, if somebody called me who was getting a divorce.
Absolutely.
But I'm not going to go chase them down.
No.
So interesting.
We're going to try to win you over with our amazing marketing skills and great entertainment videos. That's coming soon. We did a new speed tour today that was going to be going live soon.
If you don't know what that is, you will soon.
Yeah. Check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. But I am so excited to be back.
Me too.
And all the changes and the
lots
things
of fun
to
things
come.
to talk about. Lots of has happened in
so much.
a short amount of time. So we got to catch people up.
Yeah. So we're so glad you tuned in, and hope to see you back here next week.
Yes.
On Talking Tennessee.
Yep.
And go Vols.
Go Vols.
Go Big Orange. That could be my new slogan. I was trying to come up with some great Spain. It's gonna always be Go Vols. Yep. Go Vols. Yep. Go Vols.
That's good.
Oh, how am I closing this out? Since we left off, Tennessee baseball won the national championship. Yes. I was at the beach when this happened, and I had made a bet, and I literally ran down the beach carrying a Tennessee flag. It was great.
Spencer and his dad usually always go to Omaha. Now, they wouldn't have been there for that game anyways, because they only stay the Father's Day weekend. But I had honestly thought, when I knew they were going to be playing national championship game,
they would go.
I was like, let's go. And he didn't. I mean, he wanted to, of course, but it was last minute. We knew 2 days before. It's a freaking long drive. The flights are expensive. But you should have heard him. He was screaming and hollering and jumping up and down, and I was asleep because it was kind of late.
I had to watch it on the balcony because when we came back during the Florida State game.
You probably had complaints from your.
No, I was very quiet. But
I'm impressed.
When we came back and won against Florida State, I was on the porch. So I had been instructed anytime we would get behind, I had to go to the porch.
Oh.
So, but anyways, that was our little PS for today.
Pretty exciting.
So yeah. But we can't wait to see you all back here next week and bring you all kinds of goodies.
Yes.
And see what cute, attractive, hot.
Oh, I'm excited.
Football players Rachel picks. So
hopefully some good ones.
Yeah, can't wait. See y'all soon.
Bye.
Bye.